And finally, my beautiful souls, the last video of the day that is going to be fun and uplifting, I hope, for you all. And guess what we're going to make this video about? Yes, love. Love. What everybody is looking for. Right? What we all need. You know, but we got to get it from ourselves first. You know, I've said this many times before. We have to really love ourselves to attract the right love. Anyway, when we love ourselves, we're going to attract the right love into our lives, right? Because our frequencies will match. That right match will come to us. But we have to feel good about ourselves. If we're still in a low vibration and don't feel deserving or loving or beautiful or any of that stuff, we're not gonna attract. We will attract, but we're gonna attract the same frequency. So maybe someone who feels not so good about themselves, you know, that same frequency. But when we are really truly in our truths and in our power, and we truly love ourselves, we are going to attract the same frequency. The same frequency. It'll happen. We have to go through our healing, right? So the first two cards that I picked from the Romance Angel deck that came through is for, again, twin flames in separation, or twin flames who are starting to talk to each other again. So the cards that were pulled for my twin flames in separation, or soulmates in separation, or whatever, you know, whatever you want to refer to it, divine counterparts, you know, whatever resonates with you, whatever resonates with you. The cards that popped out was heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So for my twin flames who are in separation, it may be having some interaction in some way. It's so important for you to be able to express and have a heart-to-heart conversation, because again, separation happens because of something that happened in the connection that wasn't in alignment, or it was things that were going on with ourselves that we needed to change, you know. So whatever happened in that connection to cause the separation has to be healed, obviously, right? So that when you come together, you can be at a whole brand new page, right? And start fresh and start new. And that's where getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self to each other, your bond deepens. So important, right? So it's so important for us to have that heart-to-heart conversations when we do start to connect. Even if it's just a little bit of connection, we have to get to that place of being able to express truly how we feel, how we felt, what was going on, what caused the separation. Like, you have to just be honest with each other. You really have to be truly honest with each other. And you have to be truthful with how you feel about the other person. You know what I find with a lot of twin flames and a lot of twin flame journeys, especially the divine masculine part of it, from what I am seeing and feeling and hearing from other twin flames on this journey, is, you know, the twin, and it could be, and again, the masculine could be the female could be the masculine, whatever role you're in at the time, because, you know, we go back and forth. But the masculine energy of the journey, of the twin flame journey, sometimes doesn't really express their truths. And because they don't feel good with themselves and where they're at in their lives, or what's going on, or whatever happened, and sometimes they feel like the divine feminine is not, deserves better than them. They need to be honest and truthful. You know, you need to be completely honest about where you're at and what's going on with you. You know, don't wear a false mask or lie about, you know, how you truly feel when you truly feel opposite of what you're saying. You have to be honest with yourself. And this journey is, again, this twin flame journey is the hardest relationship journey to be on. But the whole purpose of this twin flame journey is for us to become very connected to who we are, to heal all of our past issues, to really get to a place of accepting, believing, and loving who we are. And that means releasing all of the other parts of our lives that have been keeping us in low vibration. Being completely honest with who you are, what you need, what you're looking for. Because even if you feel like you're in a low vibration and you're attracting lower vibrational relationships in your life and you're a twin flame, that other part of you is still searching for your divine counterpart. So that part of you, that subconscious part that you hold down, that you repress or you suppress, about what it is you truly want, is there. And you're going to keep getting little niggles or little voices in your head or feelings of like, yeah, okay, this is what I really want in my, this is the person that I'm supposed to spend my life with. This is my person. This is my divine counterpart. They make me feel like home. I'm so connected to them. And that's who I really want to be with. But because of the way I feel about myself, I'm not allowing myself to truly trust myself enough to express that or to allow that to come into my life. So I'm going to just keep pushing it away from me. So in this time, with this is going on, it's really important for you to be not only 100% truthful with yourself, and that heart-to-heart conversation can be the one you have with yourself as well. And how you truly feel and what you truly want and what you truly deserve and what you truly need. But if you come into connection with your divine counterparts or starting to speak with them, you need to really make that clear and be completely honest so it doesn't pass you or take another 20 years to happen. But if it's supposed to take another 20 years, let it do what it needs to do. So again, heart-to-heart conversations and getting to know each other. Because sometimes what I find is when twin flames go into separation, they're going through a lot of changes and shifts in their lives. Things are coming up. The ones who are really trying to make a difference, and I feel like sometimes separations will trigger that in the divine counterpart, to really look at themselves. It's like, okay, I really need to look at myself. And be really true and real with who I am and what I want and what I deserve. So they're reflecting for the most part. When you do come into connection again, you made some changes. Hopefully you've made some changes. So it's like, okay, now I got to get to know you all over again, because now I'm different because I've made some changes here. Because now I'm going to be completely honest with who I am and what I want, and so yeah, it's kind of like getting to know each other all over again. Each time we separate, we come back, there's some more growth, hopefully, and there's something else you need to learn about the person. Then you separate, you come back, there's more work, that's been done in the scenes, behind the scenes. And so every time you come back from separation into connection, even if it's just a short time, until the complete divine connection is supposed to happen, that will happen back and forth until you've cleared all of the stuff that you need to clear within yourselves and heal, and you're completely in connection with who you are and what you want and what you deserve, and know what you want and what you deserve, and you're ready to make that change, and you're ready to call in your divine counterpart and get into that divine union that you're supposed to be in. Come into union, into divine union. So like I said, every time, the back and forth, there's always some kind of a change or some kind of a shift in that person. Each one of us goes through changes during that separation. That's what it's all about. That's what the whole separation is about, to split so we can come back with a little bit more knowledge and a little bit more healing, and then we might have to split again because there was something else that was triggered that we need to now heal. Sometimes it takes a couple of times for us to really even get into that place of understanding what is even going on. You know what I mean? It's like, but as you keep shifting and changing, what happens is you grow. You're learning, you're healing, you're improving. All of this stuff is happening when you are separated, so that when you do finally come into divine union, you're going to be like, wow, okay, that's the one. That is the one, and no matter what, when you finally get to that realization after the changes and the shifts, you know, you get to that final realization of that's the one. This is the one that I'm supposed to be with. This is who I want to be with. This is home. That person is home to me. I can be myself. I don't have to be someone else. I can truly be true to myself and be true to who I am without worrying so much about, you know, the mask that I wear, or continuing to create this illusion, or wearing this false mask. You know, that false mask and those illusions that we go through during the separation, during this transformation, you know, and it's not just twin flames, most people we go through takes more energy than just being true and being truthful about who you are and what you want and what you need, right? It takes more energy to pretend to be someone that you are not than to be who you truly are. Because when you are truly who you are meant to be, it just flows, right? It just flows. So that's the challenge in itself. That's the test in itself, is to get to that place where it's finally like, okay, I know what I want. You know, I can't be in this energy anymore because it's not growing me in any way. And maybe I was connected to that energy, you know, because of where I was at the time I met that energy. You know, I was in a lower vibration. I attracted a lower vibration. And sometimes in this twin flame connection, they're so intense. They're so damn intense, and they're scary as hell, because we're forced to face the shadow part of who we are, right? And a lot of us don't want to face it, because that means we have to work, or we have to acknowledge it. We don't want to see that. So it's easier to be with an energy that is lower vibrational, where maybe you may be at that point, than to have to rise or raise my vibration and heal and do the work that I need to do to get to where I need to be. So hopefully that didn't confuse you. So those were the two cards that came up for my twin flames in separation, heart-to-heart conversation, and getting to know each other. So like I said, every time we connect, we're learning something different about each other, right? Until we finally come into that divine connection, and it's like, it just clicks. It just makes sense, right? And we will get there. We will get there. So the next group of romance angel cards that I picked is for, let's see, soulmates. Soulmates, beloved, loves, who are asking if this is their soulmate or their person. The cards that came out was romantic feelings and chemistry. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So the ones who are asking if this is their soulmate, and if this is their person, or, you know, this is a connection that you should be in, know that yes, what you are feeling is real. It's true. It is true. So trust it, and go for it. And then the other card was chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So of course, that's what's going to bring us in first, right? Is that magnetic connection that we're feeling to that person, you know? And then that's when we start to question, all right, is this my soulmate? You know, is this my person? You have to really feel it within yourself. You know, you have to really feel feel it deep within yourselves. If they are, you'll just know. You'll just know. But, you know, sometimes there may be some times where you think that they are and they're not, you know, but you have to be able to trust yourself when it comes into a connection like this, you know, when you start to meet someone. But you'll feel it to the core of your bone if it's your soulmate. You'll know it. You'll know it. And they'll probably trigger the hell out of you too. There will be chemistry. You'll feel really connected to them. So trust yourself. You will know. Only you will know if it is your true mate or not, because you'll feel it. Feel it. So connect to you. And the last group of my romance angels that cards were picked for is the ones who are in search of love. The ones who are saying, am I ever going to meet that person? Will they ever come into my life? When is it going to happen? But you know, from all of my videos, what is it that I always say? That will happen when you're good with you. So you have to be at a place where you're confident enough with yourself. You trust yourself enough. You believe in yourself enough. You can attract all kinds of people into your life, you know. And I believe soulmates are not just romantic soulmates. Soulmates can be anyone. They can be our family. They could be our friends, you know, anyone you have that connection to. But we're talking specifically about relationships, soulmate relationships. You have to be at a place where you feel good enough about yourself and love yourself enough to really attract that true soulmate, that higher frequency, that higher vibration. So when you feel good with yourself, that is when it's going to show. When you can be in the present moment as this attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Look at her. She's just enjoying the moment. She's smelling that rose and she's so happy with that. When you have that energy exuding from you, where you're just really good with yourself and being in that present moment and enjoying everything in life, smelling roses, just appreciating and loving all that is, it's almost like this energy that comes through you. It's almost like a halo, but it's this energetic, loving energy that comes through when you're content with you and content with life and content with smelling the roses, you know, having a cup of coffee, enjoying the moments. It brings out this energy, and that energy is going to go outwards, and that frequency will go out and it'll bring in that attraction to you. So people will be attracted to you when you are attracted to yourself. When you're attracted to yourself, you're in the moment, you're enjoying the moments. That is going to reach out now in frequency and bring in that person who is going to see that and be attracted to it. And that's when you meet them. But you have to be at that place. Look at this. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So there you go. It all goes together. Attraction. Love yourself first. This is all part of it. You're going to send out that signal. When you are content with who you are and you're in the present moment and you're enjoying every moment of your life, you're going to send out that signal to someone else who is in that same place. And that is how it's going to be brought into you. You deserve love. We all deserve love. All of us, each and every one of us. You are lovable. Each and every one of us deserves love, but you have to love yourself first. So attract the right frequency, send out that signal to your love connection by being in the present moment, by loving yourself. That signal, that frequency, that energy wave is going to bring it to you. And then you'll be happy and in love. So there is the romance angel messages for my loving people who are looking for love, who are in love, who are asking questions if this is their person or not, for my twin flames who are in this challenging journey. That was all for you. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.